Getting answers, true crime. A local woman's search for justice continuing tonight. 35 years after her fiancé, Carmen DeLuca, was killed during an attempted robbery at a gas station.
And just a few hours later, his murderer moved on to another gas station where he struck again. To this day, no one has been arrested. Western Mass News is getting answers on what unfolded that night and where prosecutors stand in the case.
I was home alone and got a phone call from the local police.
On September 12, 1985, Dina Prest woke up to a sound no one wants to hear at 2 a.m.
I knew something was wrong.
She picked up the phone as her fiancé, DeLuca, worked an overnight shift at the all-night gas and save station that he managed in East Windsor, Connecticut.
We were both working in that area and living in Feeding Hills.
So when police called her asking for him and she told them he was at work, but they quickly hung up, she knew something was wrong.
I got in the car and I went there.
Dina will never forget the moment she pulled up to 163 Bridge Street.
There was yellow tape surrounding the area, lots of police cars and lots of flashing lights.
Her fiancé had been fatally shot inside a temporary office trailer being used while the station was under construction.
I was asked for a picture.
And in that moment, police identified their victim, a young man who was just beginning his life with his fiancée, Dina.
We got engaged about 4 months before this all happened. I am still looking for justice for him.
While there were no apparent witnesses to the fatal robbery in East Windsor, 3 hours later, police got a hit when a clerk at a convenience store in Orange, Connecticut, was shot during another robbery.
I came into the building, asked the attendant for money. The attendant gave the money over to the person with the gun, and he took the money and he still shot the attendant twice.
Police discovering the shootings were in fact connected when they were able to match the bullets using ballistics. And the victim of that second shooting survived and was able to describe the suspect to police. A very slender black man, around 6 feet tall, approximately 18 to 25, who fled in a silver 4-door Cadillac Brougham. Today, he'd be in his mid-50s. The news brought Dina hope, but she tells us still there have been no big breaks.
In the last 2 or 3 years, we've not received any information about progress.
Western Mass News is getting answers on why that is. John F. Fahey, the supervisory assistant to the Connecticut State's Attorney's Office, tells Western Mass News they are actively investigating and running down any possible leads. In a statement, he says, quote, "The cold case unit of the Connecticut Office of the Chief State's Attorney continues to assist the East Windsor Police Department in this matter. Every viable lead will be pursued in an effort to bring those responsible to justice in the death of Mr. DeLuca." A happy ending for Dina, who has now been happily married for years, but she still wants CJ's case solved, and any information helps. If you believe that you have a tip about what may have happened to him, we're asking that you call the East Windsor Police Department. That number is there on your screen, 860-292-8240.